Hello everyone. So here in this problem we have to find out the partial fraction for x cube plus x upon x square minus 9. Now before starting with the solution, if we will observe the given fraction, then here the degree of numerator is 3 and the degree of denominator is 2. So I can say that degree of numerator is greater than degree of denominator, and whenever we have degree of numerator greater than degree of denominator, that time we say it as improper fraction, and for improper fraction we cannot find out partial fraction directly. So first of all we have to convert this improper fraction into proper fraction. So for that we will perform the method of division, and by dividing this numerator with the polynomial in the denominator, we will convert that fraction or the polynomial into proper fraction, and then we will perform the partial fraction. So here first of all I will perform the division. So here this x cube plus x is dividend, then x square minus 9 is divisor. So we will divide this dividend with divisor. Now whenever we want to do the division of two polynomials, that time the rule is we divide the first term of dividend with the first term of divisor. So here the first term of dividend is x cube and the first term of divisor is x square. So by dividing x cube with x square we will get x. So this x becomes our quotient. So here I will write it down. So x is the quotient. So now the next step is, with the quotient you have to multiply each and every term of divisor. So here I will multiply all terms of divisor with the quotient. So x into x square will give us x cube, x into minus 9 will give us minus 9x. So next we will perform the subtraction. So due to this subtraction the sign of the second polynomial will change. So it will become minus x cube, this will become plus 9x. So x cube minus x cube will be cancelled and x plus 9x will give us 10x. So now further we cannot perform the division because now the degree of dividend is less than the degree of divisor, and whenever we get degree of dividend less than degree of divisor, that time we stop the process of division. So now here we got the quotient, this is the divisor, and in the end we got the remainder. And now we will represent the given fraction in the terms of quotient plus remainder upon divisor, and then for this term r upon d will perform the partial fraction. So here therefore x cube plus x upon x square minus 9 will become quotient, here quotient is x, so x as it is, plus remainder, here remainder is 10x, so plus 10x upon divisor, so divisor is x square minus 9. And now we can perform the partial fraction for 10x upon x square minus 9 because it is a proper fraction. So by performing the partial fraction for this proper fraction, we will find out the two fractions for it, and then we will substitute that value over here to get the final answer. So here I will say this as equation number 1. Now if you will observe the term in the denominator of this proper fraction, it is x square minus 9, which we can write down as x square minus 3 square, and for which we can apply the formula a minus b, a plus b, that is x minus 3, x plus 3, and we can get two linear factors. So let us start with it. So here I will say this 10x upon x square minus 9 is nothing but 10x upon x minus 3 and x plus 3, and we will perform the partial fraction for this. So here I will say by partial fraction will get 10x upon x minus 3 x plus 3 as a upon x minus 3 plus b upon x plus 3, and I will say this as equation number 2 because these two factors are linear factors. Now we will find out the value of a and b. We will substitute that value in equation number 2 and we will get the partial fraction for this term, and then we will substitute this partial fraction in equation number 1 to get the final answer. So let us start with it. So first of all we will find out the LCM over here. So for that I will do the cross multiplication, a into x plus 3, b into x minus 3 and x minus 3 into x plus 3. So we will get a into x plus 3 plus b into x minus 3 upon x minus 3 x plus 3. I will copy down the left hand side as it is. So left hand side is 10x x minus 3 x plus 3. Now if you will observe carefully, then we can cancel this x minus 3 term from the denominator of both sides, as well as we can cancel x plus 3 term, and here we will get therefore 10x equal to a into x plus 3 plus b into x minus 3, and I will say this as equation number 3. Now to get the value of a and b, we will substitute different values of x. So we will use the hint, and that hint is whenever we want to find value of a, we assume the denominator of a as 0. So here the denominator of a is x minus 3. If I will assume it as 0, it will give me x as 3, and I will substitute this value in equation number 3 to get the value of a. So here I will say substituting x equal to 3 in equation number 3. So we will get x is 3, so 10 into 3 is equal to a into 3 plus 3, and here we will get 3 minus 3, that is 0, so b will become 0. So therefore we will get 30 is equal to 6a, and therefore here we will get a equal to 30 upon 6, that is 5. So the value of a we got as 5. Now to find out the value of b, we will assume the denominator of b as 0. So the denominator of b is x plus 3. If we will assume it as 0, it will give us x as minus 3. So by substituting x equal to minus 3, we will get the value of b. So here I will say substituting x equal to minus 3 in equation number 3. So this will give us 10 into minus 3. Next, minus 3 plus 3 will become 0. So the first term is 0, and here we will get b into minus 3 minus 3. So now therefore here we will get minus 30 is equal to, this will become minus 6b, and this will give us minus 30 upon minus 6, that is again 5. So the value of b is also 5. Now we will substitute value of a equal to 5 and b equal to 5 in equation number 2 to get the partial fraction. So therefore here I will say substituting values of a and b in equation number 2, it will give us 10x upon x minus 3 x plus 3 equal to, so here the equation is a upon x minus 3 plus b upon x plus 3. So a and b is 5, so it will become 5 upon x minus 3 plus 5 upon x plus 3. So now we will substitute this value in equation number 1 here to get the final answer. So therefore I will say from equation number 1 we will get x cube plus x upon x square minus 9 equal to, so here x as it is plus 10x upon x square minus 9 is nothing but the partial fraction which we got here. So x as it is plus it will give us 5 upon x minus 3 plus 5 upon x plus 3, and this is the partial fraction of x cube plus x upon x square minus 9. Thank you.